Well, good day, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? This is Speaker and Coach Honey Shantay. Listen, I got something exciting to share with you guys. First of all, I think it's good to, did you know and get you guys in terms of get you into the loop of some things. And so this Financial Fitness Friday, and this is Speaker and Coach Honey Shantay, we're going to talk about income protection. Now, this is one of my favorite topics to talk about because when it comes to your money, let's find out different strategies of protecting it. But at the same time, let's talk about why it's so beneficial. Now, some of y'all may say, Shantay, it's obvious we need to protect it, but let me break down some deep whys and bring some value to you all. And so for some of you all who are coming on this, I'm excited. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, world. Happy Friday, Facebook. Happy Friday, Instagram. How you doing? And when I'm on YouTube, happy Friday to you all. And so I'm excited you guys are here. We're going to learn a lot. It's a lot of information. So for those of you that take notes, write it down. Write it down. For those of you who like to sit back and reflect, I'm going to give you some things to think about. And for those of you all who really value information, I'm bringing value to you all. So please know it'll come with straight value. I won't be long because I know some of you guys are on a short period of time. So I won't keep you long. We won't keep you long. But I do appreciate all of you for being on here. So thank you all. For those who watch the replay, shout out to you all as well for watching the replay. And by the way, let me just say this. Thank you all for the birthday love. Thank you for the birthday love I received yesterday on my birthday. And that really blessed me. That really, really blessed me. I'm like super excited. And I'm one who don't really make a big fuss about birthdays. I do put out, it says my birthday. I do that, but I don't do, I don't, make a big fuss like, oh, it's my birthday the whole month. I celebrate say it's my birthday month, but I don't make a big fuss. I think milestone birthdays, yeah, I'll make a big fuss about milestone birthday, and but I don't. But if somebody want to make a big fuss about my birthday, I'm not going to stop you. Don't get me wrong. If you want to make a big fuss about my birthday, please do. Please do. I won't stop you. But I don't really like, it's my birthday, I got to be, a whole thing. No, for milestones, yeah. For milestones, yes. I would do that. But anyway, but thank you all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate, and those who are still showing love, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That meant a lot to me. So with that being said, I'm going to jump right into it, straight fire, as we like to do it. We're going to put some honey in the money. And you know what our saying is, what we do. We accomplish more and we'll go further with honey than vinegar. Life is always sweet when you add some honey. So what we doing? We put some honey in it today. So let's put honey in it right now. So benefits of income protection when it comes to investments. So number one, I'm just listing out 8 things. So for all the note takers who like to take notes, so those who are listening, where am I going with this? I'm just bringing out 8 points. I'm jumping in and jumping out. So the first one is income protection. Let's talk about that. So the first one is keep your investment strategies on track. That is the benefit of protecting your income. Now, I'm emphasizing, let me back up for a second. I'm going to repeat number 1 again. But the reason why this topic came up, I'm going to say the reason, this is the only reason. It came to me, really the Lord dropped it in my spirit, to have, and that's just honestly speaking, so I give God the glory. Amen. And, but we need to protect our income. I can't emphasize that enough. I cannot emphasize it enough. In all seriousness, we need to protect our income. For real, for real. Hey, honey. Okay, hey. I say, hey, honey. I know that's right. Hey, it's funny. Now I hit it right. Oh, jeez. Ozama. I was trying to get it right. Listen, I was just trying to get it, and I was trying to just let it roll off the tongue, and I got stuck. I was speaking about you in a positive way. I met a woman on Lambo, and she knew you for being in the crypto space. So she knew you by name. So Ozuma, she knew you by name, and we talked about you briefly in the best way, in a good way. So just know that. And she said, "Oh yeah," because she knew you teach in that space. So shout out to you for being on here. Thank you. And so, But protecting the income is a big deal. Back to that for a second, is because a lot is going on, and a lot of things are, just the start of the year has been some rumblings and some shaking. So I'm big on protecting your income in general, you guys. In general, protecting your income, and especially when it comes to your investments. And so I'm outlining 8 reasons why. And these are some things for you to really think about and really kind of like know that and think about it going forward. And so the first reason why it is so important, and some of y'all say, well, it's obvious to protect, you don't want to lose it, but you'd be surprised how many people don't really think about it when it comes to diversifying their portfolio or even just knowing what to put in their portfolio. And so the reason why the income protection is so vital, important when it comes to making smart investment moves is, one, it keeps your investment strategy on track. First thing. So if your income is disrupted, so I have experienced disruption in my income in my life. Anytime somebody been laid off of work, anytime somebody had maybe got in an accident, got injured at work, that's a disruption in your income. So if you get laid off of work, you get in an accident, you get in the hospital, you get hospitalized, you get injured, and you have to be off of work. Some people have to take a short-term disability. That's still an interruption in your income. And so if you don't have proper things in place, then your income flow will fluctuate. That's any and everybody. And so what happens is it keeps you, when you have your income protected, when you have things put in place to protect your income, it helps offset any type of disruption in your income protection. It helps cover living expenses. So it's so important that we're making sure our living expenses are taken care of if there's a disruption. So you don't have to pause your contributions or abandon your long-term investments. That's another reason why. The second one is it prevents forced liquidation. So liquidating your assets. So when you don't want to liquidate your asset because your income was disrupted or your income wasn't protected, then you end up having to liquidate it. But if you have it protected, you are preventing forced liquidation of assets. Without protect income, y'all see I'm reading my notes because I don't want to miss anything. Protect income, people often sell investments early during emergencies. So when an emergency happens, people say, oh, I gotta go tap in my retirement, or I gotta go dip in this money here, or I gotta pull it here, which is fine. We understand those things, you do it. But if it's not protected, then these are the behavior patterns, or these are things people do because they gotta figure out, wait, how am I gonna get this money if my income is getting disrupted? The third thing, when you have your income protected, when it comes to your investments, it protects long-term compounding growth. Now, some of y'all watched the last live I did maybe 2 weeks ago, and I talked about compounding, the power of compounding growth. But when your income is disrupted or it's not protected, your compounding growth is now interrupted. So it protects long-term compounding growth by maintaining consistent investing during any form of setbacks. Any form of setback. Your money continues to grow over time instead of interruptions by short-term financial stress. So that's important. The fourth thing is the benefits of protecting your income for investments. It reduces the risk of market timing mistakes. You say, well, what does that mean, Shantay? That means when income stops, emotions takes over. So you want to protect that when the market risk or something happens in the market, or the time and things of that nature, or mistakes happen, like market correction, all that. People get emotional, like the housing market crash. Like that was a big deal when they crashed. People were like, "Oh my goodness, my emotion, my money," and that happened. That's valid. And so, what I'm trying to do, and what I'm emphasizing this new year, is making sure people are protected. Some people don't know what that means to have income protection. They're like, well, how do I protect it? That's why you want to sit down and talk to someone like myself or someone who can help you in that area to make sure it's protected. Not just have, to make sure you're good. And so just a sidebar, if this is a commercial break, I would say here's a commercial break right now. This is the time when I'm saying not only to protect it, but also make sure you have things put in place and you're sitting down with someone who has your best interests at heart. And so I'm talking to people, I say, hey, let's do a financial check. Some people at the beginning of the year, they start fasting. People start going to the gym. They're making New Year's resolutions. They want to change habits. They want to improve things for the new year. They want to make all these different goals and new strategies and make sure their vision is on track. And make sure everybody have the vision for the new year and what we're doing for the new year. Some people say they want to set weight loss goals, all these things, go to the gym, get fit. And so those things are fine. However, I will add to that, and what I'm saying to folks who are watching me now and watch the replay is sit down and say, hey, let's review where you are, where you want to go for your financial goals, where make sure you are protected, because at the end of the day, I'm always big on that. You guys will hear me talk about that multiple times throughout this year about protecting your asset. And you can't say Shantay kept sounding the alarm. I'm really literally blowing a trumpet. I'm not loud, but I am sounding an alarm. Really, I am. And so I'm saying to you all is to make sure you're sitting down and getting like a financial checkup. Like you go to your doctor annually, get annual checkups and make sure everything is good, make sure everything is working. Do you need to make certain tweaks? Just like they said, your doctor said, hey, you're a little overweight. You start saying, oh, you know, I probably need to go to the gym. I probably need to lay back off of this certain thing I'm eating. And you pull back. It's the same thing when it comes to our finances. It's the same principle. We don't just like, you know, all of a sudden say, well, last year was this way and, you know, it's going to be the same way. No, let's make some adjustments. Let's go back and dial back and see what we can make some corrections on so we can have a better 2026. I'm not saying 2025 was bad, but let's say, okay, how can we improve? Those who are in the financial world, we do this ourselves. So it's not like I'm telling you all to do it. We do it ourselves too. We say, okay, what do we need to do? What more we need to do? Okay, for this year, what's my goal? Like, it's the same thing for us too. It's no different. And so what I'm just saying, these are some reasons why. So if you don't normally go get your finances checked and reviewed or sit down with someone, or only sit down when it's a crisis situation or something like that. No, let's sit down. Let's be proactive versus reactive. And that goes back to this thing about reduced risk of market timing mistakes. When people income stops, emotions take over. Protection reduce panic, selling during market downturns, and keeps decision strategic rather than reactive. And that's what we want to do. We want to be more strategic and we want to plan. We want to be, you know, good versus reactive. And so number 5 is preserve retirement, which we know that when you got your income protected and doing investments, it preserves retirement and wealth building goals. So everybody's, you know, have their own goal for wealth, or you know, some people say riches, but you know, people have their own goal for that. And so when you have it protected, it preserves that. So your income is protected, it's safeguarded. Retirement accounts and other long-term investments, they are secure, they are preserved. So you don't have to tap into those things. You don't have to pull from those prematurely or because of what's going on in the economy. Your income is protected. Like I said, it's protected. And you want to have it in accounts that offers that, or you want to have it set up to where it's always protected. So if something happens, you got something to pull from. So that's important. Number 6, it supports risk appropriate investing. So knowing your income is protected allows you allows you to invest accordingly to your goals, not out of fear. So that's important, not out of fear, but invest accordingly to your goals. That is super important. So it supports risk appropriate investing. So some people are not saying, I'm not trying to just get this money, get it fast. Okay, that's what you choose to do. That's what you choose to do. I can't here to tell you what to do, but you want to make sure that what you are doing also is appropriate investing. So you're not just making rational decisions. But it also allows you to invest properly too when you know your account is protected. It's like knowing your house is protected, your car is protected. If something happened, you know you got insurance. You're protected. So it's kind of like that. And what I'm saying to you all today is like that, protecting it. And so the 7th one is maintain cash flow for opportunities. So when your income is protected, the benefit of it is it allows you to maintain cash flow for opportunities. Like you want to get into real estate, you want to get into some type of form of marketing or a business venture. When it's protected, it allows you to do it. It frees you up. It frees you up. That's why I'm thinking about this billionaire who I heard talk, and I was listening to him speak. I listened to these different 100 million, 200 millionaires, and some was billionaires who were speaking. And I was just listening to them in terms of hear how they are investing. So they obviously have somebody who they talk to, they sit down with, that's helping them invest their money. And so I remember this one guy who, as I'm talking to y'all, I can like almost see his face. And he sold his company. He sold one of his businesses, and he made a profit of about $1.5 billion. And one of the things he said, because they asked him like, what advice would you give other people who are investing? And he said that you want compounding, but you want compounding that is protected. He said, when you looking to invest, you always, and it's nothing wrong with all these other things that's out there. I'm not knocking anything or anyone. I am just a firm believer of giving you all the details and make you make a sound decision when you out there making decisions. But he was saying that you want to have something that grows, but at the same time that it's protected while it grows. So when I sit down with someone, I'm helping you protect it as it grows. So it's growing and it's protected growth. So you're not losing any money. You want money that grows and is protected. So you want to make sure. So when you want to make opportunities or other investments, or you want to become an investor, then you want to make sure that you have cash flow. You have money that's protected, that's growing, and it allows your cash flows. You want to make investment in other ventures to be possible. The last point, and this is the last one, the benefit of income protection while investing, it enhances your overall financial stability, and which that's what we all want. We want a strong financial foundation, and at the end of the day, when the dust settles, we all want peace of mind when it comes to our money, when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our income. We want peace of mind in our home, peace of mind in our house. That's what we all want. And so with that being said, these are the 8 points and the 8 benefits of why you want to protect your income. And if you're not doing these things, I will strongly say, hey, this is an opportunity for you to do those things. Or at least sit down with someone. I can't emphasize that enough. Sometimes people don't sit down with someone until stuff happens. I'm saying just sit down with someone. Even if you go to your own financial advisor, and by the way, I'm not an advisor, a financial advisor. I'm not advisors. That's not my title. I'm not a financial planner. That's not my title. I'm in the financial world, but those are not my titles. Can I do financial planning with you? Yes. Can I give you some advisement? Yes. Am I a financial advisor? No. That's not my title. Am I licensed what I do? Yes. Do I have my own agency? Yes. By God's grace. And I don't even own it. I steward. So it's more than just, that's not my title. That's not all I do. So I just want to say that for someone who may be thinking, oh, she's just a financial advisor. Well, that wouldn't be an accurate statement about me. So I just wanted to say that. But I can do that. I do that, plus more. So that's why I say I'm not just an advisor or a financial planner that's just coming to help you plan it. And that's it. No, I help you execute, implement, and give you strategies. And sometimes it can't be divine. But I really give you, business perspective and points. And my goal is to sit down with you and put you in an appropriate vehicle that's going to work for you and your goals. So it's very detailed and it's very intentional. So this is one of the things I'm passionate about. If anyone who sits down with me or whoever has sit down with me, when it comes to income protection, it's one of my things that I can talk a lot about, because I liken it to, and I'm in with this, just imagine. So for those who are watching and those who watch the replay, so imagine with me outside. So not saying where you are now, but just imagine even if you're in a car, if you're even outside, or you're in your home, just imagine for a moment you in your home and it's peaceful. It's peaceful. It's like, the birds are chirping outside. Not birds are chirping. Your fireplace is brewing. If you have children, the children are playing. You have a fire pit or a fireplace, and the fire is brewing. It's just very joy and love and peaceful in the house. But just outside of your home, it's like the wind is blowing. It's dark. It is like a hot mess. The leaves are blowing. It got dark and gloomy. It's thunderstorming. It's lightning. It's downpouring. All this stuff is going on. You're like, I don't want to go outside. I ain't got to. I ain't got to. Like it's about to be a hurricane or something or a tornado. It's just like it went just straight dark. And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're like, I don't got to go nowhere. It's not that important. I don't want to go outside. That's how it is when your income is not protected. It's sometimes it can be chaotic because things can happen. But when your income is protected, it's like you've been in your home and it's peaceful. There's nothing to worry about. You have peace of mind. Your family is all together. No one's having any issues. Everything is put in its place. So when I sit down with someone, I like to give them that. That means when you in your home, everything is fine. Everything is good. Everything is in its place. Nothing's out of order. It's peaceful. Regardless of what's going on outside. In your home, it's all good. It's all good in your home. Where you are, nothing's happening. Which is what we want. We want peace. And so that's why I like to sit down. And that's when I give someone, that's what I'm giving you. That peace. That peace. And that's important. And that's why when you sit down with me, I emphasize that a lot. That's a lot of value. So with that being said, I appreciate you all. My time is up. My time is up, y'all. I gotta go. But I appreciate you all getting on here, listening to me, liking it, sharing it. Let somebody know what I do. And if you are one who wants to sit down and review your stuff, review your financial, your portfolio, or sit down, or even just put things in place. Say, hey, here I am. Let's talk on this. Let's talk. Let's have that conversation with me. And so I will, you guys know I put my link on here, and you guys will have access to that. You guys can go in and get on my calendar. It's updated. So if you need to sit down with me, feel free. If you need to contact me, message me, do those things. I'm open to it as well. If you want to message me directly and ask me questions or schedule with me that way, that's totally fine. So with that being said, what's our saying? Because we put the honey in the money, and we accomplish more, and we go further with honey than vinegar. So I know I kept it short. I respect you guys' time. I want to be, get in and get out, give you the nuggets and keep it moving. I value all you all. I appreciate all of you who has shown up. Thank you all. Thank you for you listening and whatnot. So I thank you for that. So with that being said, you guys have a honeylicious, a honeylicious Friday, and be safe this weekend. God bless.